Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Toronto Maple Leaf series here on NHL 25, where today we're going into the 2026-2027 season. I think we'll just do the offseason this episode, but yeah, if you didn't see the last episode, go watch it right now. It was crazy. It was super exciting, but we won the Stanley Cup, as you can see here, beat the Anaheim Ducks in 7 games in the Stanley Cup final. It was a long road. We beat the Lightning in 6, Boston, our biggest rival potentially. We beat them in 4 games, and then a very intense conference final against the Rangers, and then a 7-game series against the Ducks. Crazy moments. Go watch it if you haven't. But Mitch Marner ended up winning Conn Smythe, but this was a really good year for awards, especially from our captain, Austin Matthews, who, if we look at his stat line here, he had 63 goals and a career-high 118 points. Great year for him. He ended up taking home another Maurice Richard trophy, his 4th already in his career, just 28 years old. And also his first Stanley Cup, and as captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs, the first Stanley Cup since 1967. Pretty crazy. Nylander had a big year too. Him and Marner both had their first 100-point seasons, 111 and 105. Riley had a bounce-back season. Domi was good. Pedersen, Tavares was a good veteran on the team. He struggled a little bit, but he was good. But yeah, the whole team just came together. The regular season was a little bit up and down, but we ended up winning the President's Trophy as well. So it was just a really good year for hardware. For this offseason, I mean, we're really just trying to keep this core together. Or not the core, the whole team together, really. Because, we're coming off a Stanley Cup win. We're looking good. So we have a few players here. No one too big. Braden McNabb being the biggest one. $8.7 million to deal with. And then McNabb, I don't think we'll be bringing back Gustafsson. He was all right, but he missed out on pretty much the entire playoffs. I believe he only played 12 games. Wasn't very good. So he'll probably walk unless his price is really low, which I don't think it was. Yeah, no. Yarncroc I'd like to bring back. He'll need a bit of a raise from his $2 million, though. He's a solid bottom 6 performer. And then Michael Backlund, who we acquired at the deadline from the Flames. He was pretty good in the playoffs, 15 points in 24 games. And yeah, he'll also be looking for a new contract, probably a bit less than 4.5, which will be nice. Other than that, we just have a bunch of depth players and some prospects really that need deals, which I'll deal with mostly off screen. But yeah, we just need to worry about basically McNabb, Yarncroc, Backlund, and try and get that under 8.7. We also have the draft coming up, so we have our first round pick, which will be 32nd overall. And then we only have the 5th, 6th, and 7th. There's a few players I'd like to maybe get in the second round. I'll just show you, actually. McKenna going first overall. We're not getting him. If I was going to trade up, I would maybe trade up for this guy here, Cooperman. 17 years old, A+ shooting, A+ physical. He looks good, but anyways, pretty unrealistic. We're going to go up to... Yeah, there's really nothing at our pick here. I was thinking probably this guy, Verkunen here. 17. He's NHL ready apparently, which is cool. He's got decent stats. Other than that, in the second round, I'll just go by pins. This guy here, Ben Dahan, weird name, but yeah, he's 3 years away. Low elites, always a good player to have in the system. This guy here, Heinonen, he's also a low elite, 3 years away. Bykov just outside of the second round here. He's 4 years away. Goalie. A few medium elites in here. Yeah, a few more medium top 6s we can maybe target. There's a few weird prospects in here. I'll show them to you now. Where was he? This guy. He's a medium starter. And 80th overall. He's only 1 year away at 17 years old, so I feel like we have to draft him just to see what will happen. But anyways, we obviously won't get all of those guys in the draft, but we're going to try and get as many as possible. Maybe move on from some players who aren't working out. I don't know. We don't really have any bad contracts, actually. We've kind of stabilized our cap situation here. But yeah, let's just sim to the draft from here. Draft lottery there. LA gets the first overall pick, so I don't know. Maybe they'd be willing to trade it. I'm kidding, though. I'm not going to trade for Gavin McKenna. Retiring players, Brent Burns, over 1,000 points for him. Giordano, nothing too crazy here. Ryan Reeves retires. That's big news because he had, his contract was expiring, but yeah, he was in our minor system. He's the only player retiring for us. Carey Price also retires, whatever. But yeah, here we are at the draft. Another thing I want to look at really quick is the pending free agents because sometimes at the draft you can trade for free agent rights. We could go for Jason Robertson. Let me go by UFAs here. Oh, he's an RFA anyways. But yeah, Kyle Connor. Lots of good players here. There's no one who really matches our needs unless we wanted to go for Matthias Ekholm here, but I don't think they would want to give him up. Good defensive defenseman, but I don't know if that's a huge need and someone we want to spend a ton of money on. If we were to go for Ekholm, that means we wouldn't be able to sign McNabb for sure. We probably wouldn't be able to sign Backlund or Yarncroc either. So we're probably just going to avoid most of these free agents, maybe pick up a few depth players, but yeah, we're really not looking at too much here. And I'll really quickly look at the asking prices for our free agents here. McNabb, he'll be looking at about $5 million. Backlund will be looking at about $3 million. Yarncroc about 1.5. So we should be able to get under the cap floor here. We should be fine. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But let's just go right into the draft here. The third overall pick, the Panthers on the block here. I mean, we're not going to trade for it, but just curious. Yeah, we could pick up a solid player. Ludvig Anderson, I don't know. We're going to sim to my pick before we get too distracted by that. I'll actually show you the first one really quickly. There was nothing too interesting. In here, there's a few medium elites. This guy here at 12 is a medium elite. Other than that, pretty boring draft. And everyone from like 24 on is like a medium top 9. So yeah, we'll probably just sim right to our pick here. There we are, looking through this draft. Yeah, really poor draft actually, not good at all. Until you get up here, Franzen. Cooperman, he was an 81 overall, so he'll be good for the Flames. Flames pick up Everly as well. That's cool. 4 and 7. Good for them. Yeah, and then McKenna, 79 overall medium franchise. Okay. So the guy we're targeting isn't actually here until 42. So we're probably going to be trading back here. So 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So I'd probably like to go for either Vegas or Nashville here. I'd also like to pick up another second round pick, I think. So we'll see if either of these teams has another second round pick. Nashville doesn't. Vegas also doesn't. Winnipeg doesn't either. Really not much here. So I'm just going to trade back probably to 39 here with Vegas. For who we could get back from the Golden Knights, I don't really think there's anyone. They don't have anyone on the trade block, really. Holtz could be interesting, but yeah, we'll probably just make this a draft pick trade. So could we pick up a third and a fifth? Probably not. Yeah, no. So probably let's get fifth, sixth, seventh. Take off the 7th. 5th and 6th for first round pick. Like moving up into the first round, man. Let's go 5th and 7th then. Just a 5th. I'd like to get more than that. Man, is it even worth? I guess I'll take a 6th. Like not even a 6th to move into the first round. 5th for next year. This is ridiculous. 7th? Oh, and the time ran out and we picked someone. Are you kidding me? Dansk, 62 overall. Let's trade this guy right away. I'm making this happen. I don't care. We're gonna make this trade happen with Vegas. That's so brutal, dude. They should warn you or something. No, that's my bad for not paying attention though. We could give them Denisenko. I don't want to though. 81 overall. He's actually grown a little bit. He's got medium top 6 potential now instead of low top 6. We could give you Hutton in for sure. He's looked poor in the AHL. Like he's been putting up no numbers. Let's do that. Dansk and Hutton in. Yeah, okay. So stupid situation there. We fixed it, and now we're gonna pick up our guy here in Chemo Verkinen. I could go with this low elite guy, but this guy's an NHL already. It's too good to pass up on. So welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs organization. Chemo, you are a 76 overall, so he's not NHL ready, but still a very intriguing prospect. Other than that, who do I really want to target? I'll probably pass on Kuznetsov here. He's a cool prospect, but I mean, he's not going to turn anything. We can always monitor how he's doing from another team. Other than that, I'd like to get Falk for sure. We need to get 111 and 113. So let's try and get 2 picks in that range. Going to pick up 2 picks here from the Capitals. Give them a 5th, and what can you give them? A goalie prospect, and maybe Dewar, maybe Foodie. Those 3 players, not enough. Can I throw in? I don't know. I'm just trying to give them scrap parts, basically. All these guys are expiring UFAs. Basically no value. Maybe I don't want to give up Denisenko. How about Kiskinen here? You can take him. Yeah, thank you, Washington. We'll send to that pick now. 103. I'm not gonna bother trying to get the perfect amount pick because you never trading back 10 picks, it's not worth it. So we're just going to take Marcus Karpatsov here, 70 overall. What the heck? 19 years old, so he must have got passed over last year. That's a super intriguing prospect. Awesome. He could be ready in a few years. So that's good. What was our next pick at? 112? Can we pick him up? 113? I better trade up just a little bit. So 16 here. Let's go to this pick with Seattle and throw in a 7th or something. 3 of this backup goalie. Is that enough? Too many goalies, dang. Could I throw you Chadwick, 7th D? Awesome. So then with this pick up that next defenseman from Switzerland, Charlie Deveau, who is 49 overall. That's more like it. So yeah, 2 good players added in the system there. Other than that, I think I want to grab a low elite. But yeah, 147. This Flynn guy we don't really need. So let's go get a pick at 147, and then yeah, we should be good for the draft. Can we throw St. Louis our last 2 picks for this 5th year? And then finally, we'll make our last pick of the draft at 137, which is, what was his name? Falk. Tim Falk, welcome to the Toronto organization. 59 overall, low elite, 19 years old. Throw him in the system, see what happens. So that's the drafts. We pick up no one crazy, but 2 medium elites, medium top 4D, and a low elite. All 4 defensemen, I just realized. So maybe we need to replenish our forward prospects. But anyways, get right into the contracts. So here we are at the re-sign phase. We have 14 million to play with. So I don't know why it showed less than that before, but yeah, we have some money here. We have money. So Braden McNabb is the big one. He wants 2 years, 4.8. He's 35. Let's go into negotiation with him, see if we can bring that down to maybe 3 or so. Do we want to try and charm him? Why not? Yeah, okay, didn't work. Organization. What the heck? I don't know. A market or a large market? He wants a big market 50-50. Come on. No. This is bad. We're screwing this up. Championship level team. That's true. We are a champion. We are a championship. What are you talking about? Anyways, we completely screwed over the team thing there, but let's try and find slightly more team salary. He probably will say no. He says yes. Can we bring it down? 500K would be crazy. I don't think we can bring it down that much. Can we offer maybe no trade clause? Not a full no trade clause. Have it for the full 2 years. Yeah, we'll give him a no trade clause. 4.3, 2 years, no trade clause. Let's do it. See what he says to that. Backlund, he 1 year, 3.3 million. We can bring this down quite a bit because he's full on the organization bar there. So we could bring this down to maybe even like 2.4. Let's just go with that. See what he says. Gustafsson, unless it's really cheap, we're not bringing him. Yeah, you're out of here, buddy. Yarncroc, he's pretty good. He wants 1 year, 1.9, 2 years. He'd rather 1 year, so I guess we'll give him that. He is 34. He's older than I thought he was. Let's try 1.5. He probably won't say yes to that, but it's whatever. Denisenko, that's a little bit too much, so we'll wait on him. We'll advance today, see what everyone says. Backlund says no because there's nothing wrong with the deal, but he wants to test free agency. Doesn't make sense. McDabb signs on. Yarncroc says no. We have $10 million, so I guess we can give him big deals. Let's go. What did we offer before? 2.6 or something? Let's give him 2.7. Like, that's a good deal for him, and he accepts right away. Awesome. So for Yarncroc, 1 year, his organization bar is way down now, so we probably need to give him 1.8. See if he says yes to that. And then Denisenko, we'll try negotiation with him just to try and get it down a little bit. Very convincing on the charm. Contract, 2 years. Negotiate. He should say yes to that. What if we brought it down 500K? What would you say to that? Probably. Give him. This feels like cheese. I feel like I shouldn't be giving this guy a no trade clause. 1.7, 2 years. I'm gonna stop doing them like giving everyone clauses. It feels a little bit cheese to do that to everyone, try to get the money down, but I don't know. I'll deal with all of these other free agents off screen. We'll just see what these guys say here. Not scouts. Yarncroc says yes, so does Denisenko. And we're left with just, yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to deal with these guys, and yeah, I'll see you in free agency. And I forgot about Caden Primo. We'll probably sign him on. He was a pretty decent backup. So 2 years, one way. Let's just sign for that right away. Sim to free agency here. And here we are. So we have 5.3 to play with. There's no good free agents. Holy, everyone got snatched up. 86 overall is the best we can do. Jeez, weak class. Only UFAs. We don't really. I mean, we could use like a winger or something in the bottom six. So I would look at a guy like Gustav Nyquist. Nothing really for goalies either. Let me just Akira Schmid right here. 2 years, 800K. Medium starter, 26, 82 overall. Let me just sign him to that right now. Thank you. Good night. He can play like third goalie or whatever with Primo. So I like having that 3 goalie rotation just so we keep it, can always have someone to rely on, I guess. But Henry Kierer, he had 58 points last season. Full maxed out organization bar. I would like to have a bit of cap space to go into this year. If we look at our forwards, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes up the top 6. 5, 6. And then bottom 6 would be third line, fourth line. So we We'd be kicking Yarncroc down to the 4th line if we signed someone. But maybe that's the price we pay. Is that worth spending money on? Even though we do have the money. We do have Ekman Larson as a top 6. Yeah, I think it has to be a defenseman, though. Ideally, an offensive defenseman to have as that second pair guy. Because Riley's a good first quarterback. But other than that, I mean, you have like Ekman Larson. That's it. So, yeah, let's go get an offensive defenseman. If there's nothing that piques our interest, we'll go back to a guy like Henrique or Kerfoot or someone with high organizational interest so we can get the money down. But for now, Mike Matheson makes a lot of sense here. 88 offensive awareness, solid shots, only 85 passing. He's 4-star defense. Matheson could be interesting. Could bring Liljegren back. But that's not really what we're looking for, you know. Who had the most points last year? Matheson didn't really do too much. He's the best defenseman out here, though. He'd be looking for $6.3 million, though. We'll try a negotiation with him. We'll try. So we'll just go neutral. Inquire about other offers. We'll try and convince him about the organization. We're a big market. Convince him. He does. Okay, he really likes Toronto, I guess. Up that organizational interest. Team status? Oh, dang, he doesn't like it. Okay, let's just go right to the contract. 3 years makes a lot of sense. I'd rather go 2 years. He's willing to take it 5.225. What if we had negotiate, please? No, he's not really doing it. 5.2. This is the point where you're kind of stuck because you just keep doing it until they say yes. I guess you just end it there. Maybe we've already upped the organizational bar, so that should stay there. So maybe we try and give him like... Can we give clauses from here? Or yeah, we can. So what if we did a modified no trade clause? Maybe reduced 20, 29, 24, 20. That makes sense to me. And maybe he would take 5.2. That would put us right against the cap. But I think that's worth it for a solid 84 overall defenseman. Yeah, let's try that out, see what happens. If nothing else, then we can run back with our team. And Matheson, yeah, he doesn't say yes. So, McDonough maybe? No. Rudda here had 10 goals. Defensive defenseman. Do we go back to Liljegren? I feel like let's go back to Liljegren. How did he do last year away from us? Vancouver, full year in Vancouver, 21 points, minus 13, playing 20 minutes per night. So he can play minutes. Let's go with Liljegren, see what he says. So what if we do 2 years, 2.75? Let's just say that. See what he says to that. He should say yes. In the meantime, we could pick up another depth forward as well. I'm also going to sign on Nick Foligno, I think. He's a solid leader, was captain of the Blackhawks. And we should be able to get him for very cheap here. 2 years, 1.5. Just stick him in the bottom 6. So, see what all these guys say. Whoa, big offer there from Buffalo. Our medium league prospect we just drafted a third for Devin Levi, who's an RFA right now. 86 overall, 923 percentage. Ooh, man, we could have a deal here. He looked good. He looked good, but he doesn't sound like he wants to play in Buffalo. Give up one of our new top prospects here. For some reason, it's not letting me open this thing. I think it was like a 49 overall. I'm going to reevaluate that deal in a bit. So I just got glitched out of the game, sent back to July 1st, so I'm not going to try again with Matheson or anything. I'm just going to sign these guys that we did sign for about the same amount of money. I believe Liljegren was 2.75. Maybe it was like 2.6. Let's do 2.6 actually. And then the other guy we wanted was what was his name? Foligno. Yeah, here he is. So we'll just sign him really quick for like 2 years. 1 point. His offer went down, so we'll go 2 years, 2 million on him. And so see if those guys say yes to that. Foligno says no. Liljegren also says no. That's bad. Apparently I'm completely lowballing these guys. So we're screwed. Who am I going to sign now? I'm going to get McDonough on a super cheap deal. Yeah, I guess I have no choice. So I'm going to go into negotiations with McDonough and get him way down. Because this is brutal. 1 year, 2.18. Organization. Let's just do something else. He's full organizational bar. 1 year deal. We can definitely negotiate that offer. 500K. I can promise you never scratch. I'll do that. Never scratched. Does he want the penalty kill or not? I guess we'll put him on the penalty kill. Final offer. Oh, he seems okay with that. So 1 year, 2 million on a veteran defense, and he says yes. Awesome. So, do we even need to sign Foligno? I honestly don't think so. I think I'll just sim to the next season. We'll just say, yeah, we had a quiet off season. Just go with it. Gustafsson ended up signing for 5.2. So, I mean, we didn't dodge a bullet, but definitely not really worth it. So, I think that was a pretty good off season. We didn't really do too much. We really didn't do anything, honestly. Just re-signed our big guys that were expiring. Had a very solid draft. Levi is still available, man. Ooh. I might have to seriously look at that. If he's not signed by the season, I mean, I'll ask the comments first. But I mean, that could be the goalie of the future. All right, the summer's over. Here at September started training camp, and here's how the lines are looking. For growth, Matthews 96, Marner and Nylander up to a 94. That's awesome to see. Both of them franchise potential. Wicked. Nye still sitting in 85. Tavares down to an 84, but he retains X factors, so he's got 1 more year left. We'll keep him on the team for sure. Yarncroc 84. Robertson 85. We'll have him up in the lineup as well. 92 overall from Morgan Riley. Nice. We'll have him and McNabb on the top pair. That worked out. And probably something like that. Yeah, probably something like that. Tanev, by the way, full new move, no move clause. 4 more years, 4.3. I knew that contract would age bad. Wool, Matt Murray, and did Schmid get? I guess Schmid get sent down. We also need to probably sign a few scratches or something like that, because we need a depth defenseman. Actually, we'll bring up Soderstrom really quick. He was really solid as our 6th defenseman in the playoffs last year. He's up to a 78 overall as well. We'll also give Cowan a chance in the preseason. Send down Borgstrom, and we'll send down Lacow as well, because I want to bring up Akira Schmid, who ceases to exist. What? Oh, I signed that deal in the game before. It glitched out. We still have 3 goalies because I forgot about Matt Murray. So maybe that's not even a bad thing. Maybe it's good that we left him to another team. On the AHL, holy, this team looks terrible. So I'll go sign some AHL players as well. But basically, yeah, we don't really have any prospects down here to worry about either. But yeah, we'll definitely beef up that AHL team and probably sign another guy. I like Dewar, but we'll keep him as probably 13th, 14th forwards. We'll give Easton Cowan a chance for sure. He's rounded out his game quite a bit. And then Primo and Matt Murray will battle it out. But yeah, we'll probably end the episode here. I'll beef up the AHL team off screen, sign a few extra guys, but yeah, pretty quick episode here. We're just trying to keep the team together and try and go back to back, So last thing I'll do is look at the progress reports. And yeah, Matthews, Marner, and Nylander went up a bunch. Everyone went up quite a bit, actually. We had some really good growth this year. In the system, for some reason, it doesn't show, but our most NHL ready prospect is probably Cowan. Karpatsov, he's going to have a good year over in Russia, so hopefully he'll get some good growth, maybe even be ready by next year. But yeah, that's how the team is looking. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for the next episode. We'll go through the entire season. I think we'll leave the playoffs for the episode after that. Yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions. Leave them in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to follow the series, and I'll see you all in the next one.